of the day, we've said everything we want to say, and we have come to this guy. This important info: Erik Ten Hag has been fired by
Oh, you
Manchester
mean
United.
the crypto bubble has busted?
Fired.
ETH is no
Fired, I
longer
say.
Ether is no longer a currency that you should invest in.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Buy
Erik Ten Hag.
Dogecoin
Man,
or
like
Bitcoin, whichever one.
the bubble has burst.
Yeah, this guy is actually a joke. This guy's actually a clown. This guy's actually a joke. And you know how I've felt about this guy for ages. I don't think he's bad tactically. In fact, I don't think he's good tactically or bad tactically. I think he's inadequate. I think he came into this job with um too much clout that he hadn't validated yet. And I remember when you guys had Radnick, and I kept on explaining to you that it made so much sense for Radnick to be, the go between him and your owner. And from
Yeah.
what I remember, there was all this whole politics of ETH feels like there should be no difference no go between him and the ownership, that he doesn't know anything about this Ragnick guy. He has his own philosophy and he wants to implement it. And it happens to be a lot of these top players that Man City signed, Liverpool signed, were people that he was eyeing. I think Alvarez was one of those people that, Ten Hag thought he knew better, just based on, I think he's from some wealthy family.
Yeah.
I remember when my brother used to tell me about it, like the guy
That's a millionaire.
he doesn't care about the money of Man U. He's only there to implement his own footballing philosophy and blah blah blah. Anyhow, the footballing philosophy has failed. He bought all his Dutch players, they flopped. He bought everybody from Ajax, they have flopped.
So about that, right? Like, so one of the main reasons why like he was ultimately fired is because of his failure to actually develop people that he signed, right? Not like forget the tactics, the madness, the decisions, favoritism, picking favorites, all that. Like, I don't think they've backed any United manager as much as they've backed this guy. And ultimately, we are still a
Time,
mid-table
money.
team. Since last season, we've been a mid-table team, whether we want to admit to ourselves or not, under Erik Ten Hag. And yes, Ruud van Nistelrooy will take charge of the team as interim head coach, supported by the current coaching team, whilst a permanent head coach is recruited. Official statement from Manchester United.
This was always written in the stars, bro. Like when I saw Ruud signing as assistant manager, I was like, bro, this
Man
was
was
just
literally walking Judas. There's not been a more obvious. Like, I don't even think Judas Iscariot was this obvious to
what was
Jesus.
that?
Like,
What was that conversation when they were having? They had debates that they had in the middle of the pitch where everybody was like, that was him basically saying, Baba, go take your job. Oh. You think say they run this one, I go take this your job. You think they whispered into his ears and told him, bro, like you're coming here, we're gonna give ETH some time. Like if he's not working out, we're gonna definitely like just throw you in there. Like you're a man. Like we believe in you. You're our man, Rude. Like that's basically that was the bounce that they threw to Ruud van Nistelrooy. And the guy has just come in there saying, yes, I think it's going to be good for you. I think it's definitely going to be good for you.
I mean, clearly, like the team just needs different leadership. Like Erik Ten Hag clearly failed in that aspect. Like, not like as I said, not tactics, like not like just leadership. Like, so no official source for these things. Like I've read a lot of articles and watched a bunch of like United creators like since the news came out and everything. And like so apparently like there was a problem with the team where like players on the team didn't even know what they needed to do to make like what do I need to do to be selected? What do I need to do to impress the coach? Because I mean, you see situations where Rashford scores 3 goals in 2 games, he's on the bench the next game. Like things like that. It's like not just making sense. Ahmad was September player of the month, and he only played like 3 minutes in October, something like that. Like when you think about those things, like it's
No,
just
I think the one thing that I would put as like a tagline to Ten Hagen's tenure as manager was delusional. He was delusional in terms of the impact of his results, and he was delusional in terms of what was visibly obvious on the pitch. So, like you said, if somebody's playing pretty well and they're part of the form driving elements in your team, you want to keep that going on and build around that element rather than chop and change and bring some new tactic
bro. Like
or insight
it's
into it.
it's crazy. Like who did we play before West Ham? Fenerbahce in Europa League. Like Ugarte was like the best midfielder on the pitch. We play West Ham Sunday bench. Like what is Ugarte supposed? Like what can Ugarte do to tell you that he should be starting every game? Like at some point, like players don't on like when players don't get what they need to do. Like how can you motivate them? Like I
No,
was telling some people that I didn't agree with some comments where they said the fact that the club was clearly cutting people in the summer, like speaking to other managers, and ended up staying with him is why Ten Hag like ultimately lost his authority over the dressing room. I feel like the problem has started way before then. Like I don't think it started in the summer when he started speaking to other guys. Like I I honestly like
yeah, I
it
mean,
was a
we
bad
can
fit, and I'm
we,
not happy that it didn't work out, but it
we
is what
can
it is.
debate this till we're blue. But again, I will just highlight it as the delusional Ten Hag because that guy, like, there are so many press
For
conferences
sure,
where the
like
guy
some
will
things were
talk about
madness, like clearly.
the performance and say like, we did well, and it's like, bro, like, do you
We
know who you're
finished eighth and won
coaching?
FA Cup. We did well. We turned the season around.
We have won coaches, we have won. Like, I understand, like, as a CEO, like, kind of situation position, like, you have to always spin like a positive element to what you're doing, but there's at the point where you're talking to your colleagues or your employees and you're trying to explain to them what is going on in terms of a tough time. You have to be real, you have to be honest, you have to be vulnerable, and he never was that. He was always this brave face, iron steel kind of manager, and it's like, bro, like, that's for you and your pockets. Like, if you
Ineos
want me
got
to
tired.
die for
Ineos
you,
got tired of his excuses. Like the new leadership guys, they simply got tired of his excuses. Told him about it, and things didn't change. He got fired. Like I was thinking it will still last up to the next international break before they just reason everything and fire him. But yeah, it happened so quickly. It has
yeah,
happened.
and
Van
if you
Nistelrooy is
if
in charge. I hope he was fired this abruptly because they finally got through to one of the managers they've been speaking with, and that might be announced soon. I hope that's the case because
no, I don't think so. I don't think so. You guys are not getting a manager anytime soon. I think Rude is going to
I
carry
hope.
on for a
I'm
little bit.
hoping. I'm a fan of the team. Remember,
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
hoping.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, again, don't use the Ten Hagen delusional situation and what is this Zidane that is going to take up the mantle right now, or is it Southgate that you want to come and take up the mantle?
I don't
Like,
know. If I
no, but I'm
knew,
just saying, like,
mention
no,
the name.
but I'm just saying, realistically, who would want to come and take this job right now when the transfer window is closed? There's a lot of like structural issues within your squad that need to obviously be resolved. Who is going to opt to this bad situation at this point in time, no matter how great the opportunity is? Like, come on, bro. Like, you're a fan. Like, can you also be realistic? Can you also be honest with yourself?
If the manager was just sitting down in his house, no work to do, and he feels like taking a job, will I say he should not come and take it?
So yeah, drop names. That's what I'm
I
saying. You
don't
just
know
who is the
because
manager that is sitting at home that is
the
not
only
doing
person
anything?
that I know that is sitting at home not doing anything that they've mentioned in the past couple of weeks is Xavi. And last I checked, he said he wants a year off, so I don't think he's coming to take the job now.
So it's Xavi that you think is going to make Man U better? Xavi here.
Is that the answer? Is that what I said?
No, but I'm just, again, I'm confused. You said you hope that they are going to announce somebody. Your hope is based on somebody who is sitting at home. The somebody who you say is sitting at home is Xavi. So I'm asking you a question. Is it Xavi that you want to become your manager?
Xavi is clearly not an option because he said.
Okay, so then who?
And I repeat,
so then
that
who?
he
Drop
will
names.
not be taking a job till next summer.
Okay, so who? Drop names. Let's not talk theory. Who do you think is available at this point in time that can come and
I
replace
don't know all
Ten
the
Hag?
people they are talking
You
to.
hoped.
The
You just
only
said you
other
hoped
person
that
that they,
based on
the
the.
only other person that they've called that I feel like realistically can leave where he is and come and join United now is the Brentford guy. But personally, I don't really want that guy.
Thomas Frank, or what's his name?
Yes, Thomas Frank. Like I don't know.
Wasn't he
Like
one of those guys that they
I
had
have
considered?
no I
Him,
have no
McKennie.
problem. That's what I'm saying. I have no problem with Van Nistelrooy being the guy till the end of the season. But just hoping. Like
Okay.
it is hope.
See, that's what I'm
It is
saying. Your
not
hope,
it is
your
not
hope cannot.
it is
Your
not
hope.
based it's not based on any it's
That's
not
what I'm
based on
saying.
any
It has to
realistic.
be. It has to be. If not, you're still breathing the Ten Hag like delusional like elements that is Man U is supposed to be great. It's just going to be great again. Like let's make Man U great again. Donald
Okay.
Trump. Like what's going on here, bro?
No
Like
no problem.
come
No
on,
problem.
bro. Can we get some
Ganacho
insights
said
behind?
thanks for everything, boss. I will always be grateful to you for giving me the opportunity and confidence to
Of
play for the
course,
club. I will
Ganacho
remember
was
the
seeing
good times we
PT
had
like
together. I wish you all the best. Bruno, of course,
unlimited.
Mr. Don't blame him, blame us. Thanks for everything, boss. I appreciate the trust and the
Bruno
moments we
cashed
shared
out.
together. I wish you all the best. Knowing the
Of,
last period hasn't been great. Hope
of course,
I
Rash
hope
is not going to
Liverpool
have
can.
any commentary, bro.
I don't know
That
what this
guy,
guy's saying.
that guy is the biggest snake in your club.
See, and the funny thing is, I really don't think like all the people that they say had issues with Ten Hag's management from last season. I don't hear Rashford's name. I hear people like Casemiro. I hear people like Varane. I don't hear Rashford's name. I really don't think Rashford is that guy. But
Okay, this guy Rashford is definitely going to some bar popping bottles,
bro, it's not only Rashford. Even
driving
Sancho,
driving in
Sancho,
some
Sancho,
Lamborghini.
wherever he is, enjoying his life.
Sancho is already a Chelsea player, like you said, so there's no
Yeah,
worry
it
about
doesn't
his
mean he's still
transfer.
not going to be happy about this news. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like Sancho called this guy a liar, nobody believed. Like, how do you think he feels right now that they finally sacked him? Like, please.
His own is just like obviously this Man U club, they don't want to return back to where they are. So I've gone to join this Chelsea gang. They look like they are moving forward. So we move,
You should enjoy bench day.
we move.
You
Bro, he's
should
not
enjoy
going to be on
bench
the
day.
bench. Like, come on, like you're just hating right now. This is just his first game where he hasn't
Of
started.
course, of course.
And
Why
there's
should I
no
not
reason,
hate?
but why would
Why
you
should
hate
I
on
not
him
hate?
when you didn't like ETH being your coach? ETH was part of the problem that drove him out of the team. So why would you hate on the person who was the victim? Why are you hating the victim?
Baba did not apologize to the coach.
Because the
All he
coach in
needed
itself was mad.
all he needed to do
ETH
was
was a mad coach.
Baba.
Mad.
I don't care if ETH was a mad coach, if ETH was supposed to be in psychiatric home. I don't care. Sancho
It
could have
was his
played
position of
for my team.
authority. Position of authority.
Sancho could have played for my team if he just apologized. And we needed him. It's not like we didn't need him. And he chose not to. So
Baba.
I hold that one against him. There's nothing. I know ECH was not without blame in that whole situation, but I still feel like
You
Sancho
guys
could have
have
put
gotten
his
rid
team
of a
first.
madman. You should just be happy that you actually have a clean slate to start with. Give this guy Rude some chance to
Papa,
work with the,
he should do what he needs to do. He should do what
no
he
to
needs to do.
work with what he has, and
Yes, he
then
should do what he needs to do.
pray to God that you guys can find somebody.
I don't want another Oli situation. That's my own. Like I don't want another
Well, so you
regime
don't think Rude
where
is good
people
enough
get
to be a coach?
Baba. I don't know. I don't just want him. I don't want. I don't want. They should bring another person. I don't want
So drop.
another.
Okay, so please, can you tell us your ideal coach?
Baba, they've linked us. They've linked us with Nagelsmann. They've linked us with Amorim. They've linked us with who else?
Who's Amorim? Sorry.
Obviously Sporting Lisbon. They've linked us with
Okay.
Jabi Alonso, but clearly, like we know, Jabi Alonso is waiting for Madrid. Like I don't know who they are going to bring. They should just bring somebody. They've linked us with Javi too. I forgot Javi and the Brentford guy, Thomas Frank. Like everybody on that list has a longer CV than one season in PSG where you quit because you were fighting with everybody. I don't hate Root. He's a legend of the club. We should do what he needs to do. Do the interim thing. But when we now win 5 games in a row, you now be hearing Rio Ferdinand on his podcast. Hey, sign the contract, bring the contract out, give him. I don't want his. We've been there before. We've been down this road. We have been down this road, Yimika. I don't want
At
because
least
that's another
you
three
have given
years.
names. You have given
That's
names. So
another 3 years.
we have given names. So we'll allow you to end on this note
Baba,
humbly.
I can only give names that will be linked. So I don't work for the club. How
That's what I
can I
said. Now,
say?
no, it's
I
fine.
can't
That's
say what
all.
I want. It doesn't
That's
matter.
all. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Again, I just it's just you should feel excited. It's a good time because you guys are getting to push the reset.
Oh, definitely. Like, I definitely want to see how these are
This is
signings
the
do.
this
Like,
is definitely rock bottom. This is like what 2 seasons of mid-table mid-table
bro,
participation.
we're in the mode. Oh, we're in the mode.
But I
Serious mode. Those being.
but yeah, Man U fans, like let us know how you feel about this ETH firing. Are you aligned? Who do you think should be next in line? I mean, Sheyi is not bold enough to drop any names. If you are bold, please let us know who is your dream pick.